Tim Black. Tim Black. Yes, I am. True. Funny. Tim Black. I am TimBlack.com. Tim Black. Hey everybody, how you doing? It's your man Tim Black. Thank you for tuning in to Tim Black at Night, Tuesday edition, Truth Tuesday. Give it up for Truth Tuesday. That's what it is, people. As you all know, if you got kids, it's spring break. And believe me, they don't call it spring break for nothing. I'm about to spring into the air and break somebody's ass. I'm telling you, man, it's too loud, too much going on, too much commotion. They messed up my routine. I can't do my show on time. All this stuff is going on, and I'm trying my best to stay focused, and they're just throwing me off. They just run around. So that's what's going on with me. It's crazy. Give it up for my people out there on YouTube World. YouTube World in the house. Give it up to my people right here on Facebook Live. Facebook Live is back in the house, guys. We did it. We're taking a chance. It's a risk. I knew the job was dangerous when I took it. That type of thing. Facebook, what's going on, guys? Hope you guys doing all right. I haven't had a chance to add my moderators. I went live on Facebook today and told everybody I needed moderators for Facebook. I got a couple of people, Thomas Almy, Laura Hennessy, but it's so many Thomas Almys and Laura Hennessy's. I don't know if I added the right one, so we're going to have to talk a little bit more so I'll know, because I can't just add just all the Laura Hennessy's. Somebody might show up with some Hennessy. I need the actual Laura Hennessy that I know on Facebook. So Facebook, Laura, hit me. I'll respond to your email again. And this time, you have to tell me where you at, so I know which Laura from what city, state. Same thing with you, Thomas. Thomas, I know we've talked a lot before, but still I need to know because there's too many Thomases. I can't tell by the pictures. A little picture this little. I'm trying to tell who's who. So we getting trolled a lot on Facebook, guys. It's really horrible what's going on Facebook. So I almost gave up on Facebook, and I got too many people there who don't want to go to YouTube for some reason. I mean, it's not like you got to physically drive to you got to get gas money and then drive to YouTube. It's like it's an app. You do that. That's it. You're there. It's like no gas money, no nothing. But people don't want to do that, so they want to stay where they are. So look, I got some news stories. I'm gonna get into those. Then we're gonna do a rant. Then we're gonna open up phone lines. And look, I might even switch it up and open up phone lines, take a call in between the stories, just to kind of get people involved. In fact, I see somebody hanging out. I got a 11111 in the house, so maybe I'll do that, guys. You know the phone number, right? Phone number is 319-527-6212. 319-527-6212, and you can call up and get in between the stories, and that way, heck, man, you might give me a better topic, because frankly, some of these stories, I mean, some of the stuff that's going on right now, I'm not really feeling too much, and it's what's going on, but, I wouldn't mind mixing it up. I like spontaneity, so we can riff off of that if you have another topic you'd like to bring up. That'd be cool. But this first one I have to start off with, I like this story. This is a good story, guys, because this goes right in the wheelhouse of one of my major pet peeves, man. And it's more than a pet peeve. I don't even know what you want to call this. Like one of my biggest gripes in life. This story right here dictates it. It's like really, this is really put it in place. Okay, so let's get ready to do it. All right. So you think, okay. Yeah, here we go. And here we go. So you think that our fake news is a problem? You think that's the only problem we have in the United States is that we have fake news? If you listen to the commentators talk on and on about it, listen to politicians, whether it be Donald Trump or I remember Hillary talking about it on the campaign trail. Too many of these people are listening to fake stories, right? Well, that's not really an issue, like the issue I'm about to present to you. Now, you would imagine that these media outlets that cover stories for the American people, they do a service for the American people, which is give them the information about their world, right? That's what you would think. And if you thought that that's what they were doing, you'd be wrong. Because we all know if two people see a car accident, we're going to see it differently, right? At least it's very possible. What if I told you 18 different people saw an accident? Don't you think at least one of them would see it differently? Just one? One of them might see it a little differently, right? Right? I mean, is that crazy talk or what, guys? 18 people see one accident. What's the likelihood that 18, you might get at least 10 different versions, right? Somebody say the lady pulled short, stopped short. Other one said the guy drove too fast. Other one may have noticed a deer in the horizon. Someone else may have noticed the sun gleaming in an eye. Someone else may say, hey, I think the lady was drunk. Or somebody might say, I think the guy was drunk. Somebody say, well, it may look like he was on PCP. I mean, you would get very different variations probably from 18 different people watching one accident. Not so in our corporate media. That's not the case at all. Rise Up Times. 5 top papers run 18 opinion pieces praising Syria strikes. 0 of them are critical. 0. 5 major U.S. newspapers, the New York Times, the Washington Post, USA Today, and Wall Street Journal, and the New York Daily News, offered no opinion space to anyone opposed to Donald Trump Thursday night's airstrikes. That's these guys. They gave no space at all to a contrary opinion on a major news event affecting the world. But they're not fake news. Tim Black's fake news because he doesn't say what they say, but they're the real news because they with the distribution of, I don't know, everything. We're talking, once again, New York Times, Washington Post, USA Today, Wall Street Journal, and the New York Daily News. 18 different pieces, 5 different news organizations, all praising Donald Trump. Every piece of content they published in opinion editorials were dedicated to, you go Trump, woo, go Trump, yeah, baby. Not one person going, it was illegal, right? Maybe a little bit. Didn't you supposed to get approval to do that? Didn't you need to go before Congress? Didn't you need to go before the UN? Didn't you want to do some investigating to make sure you were right first? Didn't. No, not a single scintilla of balance whatso freaking ever. But I got to listen to these bastards tell you and I and the world, tell us, tell me that what's wrong with our process of information dissemination. I got to listen to Zuckerberg talking about cracking down. I got to get censored on Facebook. I'm censored on freaking YouTube. And these guys can continue to spew talking points. They all got into a room, guys. They're all in the same room. Well, how are we going to look at this one? Oh, which way you want to go on this story, Bob? I think we go this way. What about you, Susan? I think we should go this way. Okay, what about you? What do you think? Oh, well, I think we've got it. Let's just go that same way. I would bore you and read you all of the titles. I'll just pick 3. How about we pick 3 titles from 3 different of the 3 different news entities. Of these 5 news entities, we'll pick one from each. How about, I don't know, something like that. Here goes one title. Attack on Instinct. Trump upends his own foreign policy. Originally headlined on Syria attack, Trump's heart came first. Trump's heart came first. Yeah, we didn't hire him to use his stinking heart. Okay, Washington Post. Trump's chance to step into the global leadership vacuum. It's chance. It's a chance to step into the global leadership. Okay, that's what it was. That's how we see this. The Wall Street Journal. Trump's Syria opportunity. It's an opportunity. That's what it is. This is an opportunity to go to war. Ooh, that's an opportunity. Looks like something to take advantage of. Wow, we could win from this. This will be good for us if we go through this and do this. This is an opportunity. Do you realize Wall Street Journal? Well, so we already know what we think about Wall Street Journal, right? I mean, come on. Putting all the BS of their fake reporting aside, these people are so unethical. They consider the impossibility of perpetual entanglement in the Middle East, in any country in the Middle East, as an opportunity. To do what? Who's this? Oh, CNN. This is a lot of text. Serious military personnel, personal intelligence. What the hell is this? Fareed Zakaria gushing praise. Oh, here it is. Everyone's been talking. Well, not everyone, but I've heard people talk about this. Fareed Zakaria gushed praise on Trump Friday morning, telling host Allison Camerata, I think Donald Trump became the president of the United States. This was a big moment. No, see, he became president November 9th. He became a war criminal Thursday. Give it up for that. This is what's wrong with our media. If it's not that they're reporting fake news, if it's not that they're exaggerating BS, they're all doing the same thing. They're all exaggerating, and they're all spreading the same narratives that they've been licensed to do. It's horrible for journalism. It's horrible for the American people. It's horrible for the world, and we need to put an end to it. Shove this up your ass, mainstream media. All right. Thank you guys for that. What type of crap is that, Facebook? What is this? What the heck, guys? Let's go to a phone call. Let's take a phone call real quick. Let's do it. 11111, you're live with Tim Black on Truth Tuesday. What's going on?
Tim Black, this is your buddy Thomas Solomon from Lansing, Michigan.
What's going on, my friend? How you feeling?
I'm good. You got the right Thomas Solomon for the moderator that you picked. Just to let you know.
Oh, perfect, man. Thank you for letting me know, bro. I appreciate that.
Thanks for selecting me. I appreciate it.
No doubt, man.
Man, I got like 7 things to talk about, but I'll pick the first 3. North Korea just responded that if U.S. wants to war their game, I've seen that on RT. So I hope that Trump doesn't do anything too crazy. The Spicer, Sean Spicer was, I think it's Sean Spicer, the White House guy. He was he was saying that Hitler didn't gas his own people, and so that he's not as bad as Assad. It was just like, do you realize what you're saying, dude? It's just, the media went crazy over that. And then they got Gorsuch, probably the worst candidate for Supreme Court.
Right.
Passing. And New York Times won the Pulitzer Prize for the reporting on the non-story of the Russian media debacle.
Right.
It's just like, that's what Obama did. The Pulitzer Prize for New York Times is what Obama did for the Peace Prize. It's just, it ruined it.
Good, real talk.
But one good thing.
What's that?
Yeah. One good thing is New York, free tuition for 4-year colleges, universities.
Yeah,
So that's
definitely
one good piece of news.
That's right, man. I covered that on this channel. Yeah, H.A. was talking about...
Yeah, you did. I listened to it.
Yeah, H.A. was talking about that Pulitzer yesterday. He was really pissed, man. Yeah. No doubt, man. Hey, well, look, Thomas, man. Look, man, I appreciate you. Get up for Thomas, man. A little brief news update. Thank you, Thomas, my man. Thomas, please feel free, man, to block trolls. I want you to block them like Matumbo. No. Not in my house. Just block them, man. Block them. What else? Okay, so thank you guys for that. Facebook people in the house, I appreciate you guys. I got this story up a little bit too loud there. Let's do this, guys. Let's go on another story here. Let's crush it. Let's crush it. I appreciate the story. Now this, I don't know what to make of this. We're gonna have to go through this one sort of together, right? Because this story right here is kind of, all right. I don't understand. It's like I don't get it. What happens? What is this? So this may turn into a rant. So Momo Pineno, my brother in arms there, my brother Momo, this may end up being a rant, but I'm going to try to make it a news story for people to get the information. Then I'll try to save the rant for last. Let's try this. What the hell is wrong with America? What is wrong with our families? What is wrong with what we're doing with our children? This story here, I don't understand this at all, how this is happening. An 11-year-old kills himself after a text prank. All right. The messages were hoax or prank-like, he said, and they were sent directly to Benz, where it said it was impossible to tell if this was the case of Benz's suicide, the cause of Benz's suicide, but called the connection logical. We don't know and we'll never know why he did what he did. It's logical to presume that they're related. Asked if there were others involved in the prank, we said the investigation was ongoing, but as of now, I have no reason to believe it was a group effort. I'm not understanding. What is this? God said Monday that she believes stronger charges should have been filed against the 13-year-old girl. So are you telling me a 13-year-old girl did a text prank on this 11-year-old young man and that caused him to commit suicide? Oh, gosh. All right. Telling someone they should go do something to themselves is not a crime even if they go through with it. Referring to Michigan law. Benz was the middle child in a family of 3 boys. Goss described his son as selfless to a fault. She said he was an avid athlete who played soccer, hockey, and golf. Photos on social media show Benz and his brothers in hockey uniforms. Goss said last week that Benz bought himself the phone he used to talk to the 13-year-old girl. I would never buy my kids phones, she said. I think that's ridiculous. Goss said Benz had never referred to the girl as his girlfriend directly to her because she didn't approve of him dating. Okay, she didn't approve of him dating, but she believes Benz thought of her as a girlfriend. They were supposedly boyfriend and girlfriend. I don't know what that means at this age. He did not have my permission to be dating. He didn't call her his girlfriend to me because he knew I was disapproving. Benz was on life support at University of Michigan Hospital in Ann Arbor until April 4th. He died from his injuries. A GoFundMe in his name has raised $40,000 for the family. Ben's funeral is scheduled for Tuesday in Marquette. I don't understand what's going on here. I don't get this at all. So we got a child whose mother doesn't approve of him to have a girlfriend. He's 11. I get that, kinda. How about instead of approving, how about we really know our kids though? Like we know what's going on with them. We don't just say you can't do X, Y, Z. We got to get into their heads. We got to know what they're thinking. I mean, I know this is all late for you, but it's not late for everyone else. I've got an 8-year-old. I've got a 18-year-old. I've got a 26-year-old. Yeah, I'm old. But you got to be in the heads of your kids. You got to know what's going on with them. You got to respect whatever's going on with them. So you know if you really like this girl, just because you wouldn't let them have the title as girlfriend doesn't mean he wasn't in love with her or didn't think he was in love with her. What you think doesn't control what he thinks. So what makes it worse is when she broke his heart, which is what it sounds like happened. He couldn't talk to you about it because to you, he's not supposed to be able to do that. He's not supposed to do that. You can't tell someone not to care for someone. You can't. You can't tell them. You can tell them not to see that person and then watch them sneak out and do it, or you can tell them not to call the person and watch them sneak and call them, but you can't tell them not to care about someone. Man, when they say it takes a village to raise a child, I don't know if it takes a village, but sometimes it takes parents to really pay attention. And I know we aren't born knowing this stuff about how to raise kids, but man, you need to get support. You need to get help. Get help. Look, if you're going through something with your child and you don't know how to handle it, don't do this. Take it from somebody who's been around the bend a few times. Don't do that. Don't think that you could just lay down the iron fist and then that means everything goes away and they do exactly what you want. That's not the way it's going to play out. They're going to do things. My condolences for the family, of course, obviously. I'm upset about the child. I'm upset about what happened here. To the young lady, there are so many things I want to say to you, but I won't because I'm sure the sheer gravity of conscience that you have to carry with you will be enough. In fact, it may be too much. You need to see someone. Telling someone to do something to themselves may not be a crime, but it surely is one of the worst things you can do. And we need to know why you did that. And we need to find a way for you to forgive yourself for doing that. But first, you need to know what you did. Okay, so you need both things. Guys, I don't know what to say in this one. Comment in the comment section below. Call in if you got a comment about it. I don't know what else to say. Love your kids. And whatever, no matter how much you love them, be their friend, and they have to be able to talk to you. You just loving someone ain't enough. That's personal. You feel in love, that's personal. How you express it is so important. I'm Tim Black for TBTV. Thanks for tuning in. Wow, I don't know where to go with that, Facebook. That's a horrific story. A horrific story of a suicide. An 11-year-old child suicide? Really? Really? I bet this family isn't thinking at all about Syria right now. They're thinking at all about how many golf trips Trump took. Maybe Sean Spicer's horrible, I don't know what that was, that analogy that Thomas shared with us. I'm pretty sure they could give two. Get that out my face. I don't care about that crap. You know, like we used to talk a lot about relationships on this channel. Then my audience changed a lot, and people really, it didn't seem like they were really interested in it. But I tell you, man, if your relationships aren't right, if you don't have that part down in your life, nothing else is gonna matter. Like, you could have, I don't know, you can have the best president, the best governor, the best representatives, but if your personal life is in shambles because you know whatever you got going on, it's not, you know, you don't have peace at home, then nothing else really matters. Because what's at home matters so much. So maybe at some point we'll get some people to come on the show. Maybe we get some great people, some therapists, I don't know, different people to come on the show and share their life story, and we talk about stuff like that because I think it's important. I know I can only get better. I want to be better. I want to be, better. I want to be better. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody should grow on that point. So give it up for that. And jeez, man. Tell you, man. I don't know. I don't want to rant too much because we have parents that lost a child. We have a young lady who probably feels like she's, I don't know. Like, I don't know how you feel about that, but it's got to be freaking tough. I don't think it's right for me to go in too much. My reaction was gut. That's it. Just a big gut reacting. That's it. All right. Here we go. Guys, you ready for this? I hope you're ready for this. This is something about Obama and Trump, and I think it's amazing. Obama spent $97 million on vacations in 8 years. How much Trump spent in 10 weeks? Or here's how much Trump spent in 10 weeks. I can't wait to find this out. Let's find out together, shall we? Here we go. Goodness great. He's been in office less than 3 months and he can't stop vacationing. In fact, according to The Independent, President Trump spent some $24 million vacationing in his first 10 weeks. Oh, this guy is just throwing money in the air, just make it rain, make it rain. Woo! Yeah, baby. Vacation. Mar-a-Lago. Oh. Yeah, baby. Oh, my God. This is what he's doing. $24 million in 10 weeks. He spent, that's roughly a third. A little bit less than a third. I'm going to call it a fourth. He spent a fourth as much as Obama in 8 years. He spent that in 10 weeks. Well, so much for conservatism. What are you conserving? Energy for your next vacation. This is bad, man. What else does it say? President, who wrote this? This guy's he's saying all types of flirting filth in here. All right. That's because President Asshat is on a 2-week on, 1 week off work schedule since taking office. Trump has spent 7 weekends in Mar-a-Lago, his Florida vacation home, and it's believed that each trip, which includes an extremely extensive security detail, cost taxpayers around $3 million. Brother is doing it, man. So what's up? $3 million per trip. Wow. You know, most Americans won't make $3 million their entire lifetimes. The whole thing, just he spent that on a weekend. The entire from Gaga to these kids get off my lawn. Oh, I don't have a lawn. $3 million. He spent it in a weekend. To put that in perspective, Obama averaged around $12.1 million a year, his presidency, or about $97 million during his 2 terms. If President Trump keeps vacationing at this rate, he will surpass Obama's 8-year total in a mere 10 months. But kids don't need the public broadcasting service, and the Environmental Protection Agency is being cut off at the knees. You would think with this much vacationing, he'd at least have a decent tan. I need writers. This is good stuff. Can you believe that with all the problems and difficulties facing the U.S., President Obama spent the day playing golf, worse than Carter? Trump sent that in 2014. He sent that. During a campaign rally last year, Trump took another vacation-style golf swing at Obama. He said, you know what? And I love golf. But if I were in the White House, I don't think I'd ever see Turnberry again. I don't think I'd ever see Doral again. I own Doral in Miami. I don't think I'd ever see many of the places that I have. I don't ever think that I'd see anything. I just want to stay in the White House and work my ass off. Make great deals. Right? Who's going to leave? I mean, who's going to leave? You're going to leave and you keep leaving. No, who's going to stay? That's the question, Trump. Who's going to stay? You need to stay and work. You lousy vacationer. You got vacation Tourette's. You have vacation addiction. You have vacation-itis. You are vacationing way too much. But then again, Hold on. When you're on vacation, are you passing legislation? When you're on vacation, are you writing executive orders? That's what I mean. Are you? No? Go ahead. Go ahead, bruh. Do you, man. Go party, man. Stay away from the pens and the papers and the signing and the buttons. Oh, Tim, you're so mean to Trump. He deserved it. Syria was a horrible idea. It was a horrible thing to do. I don't care what anybody thinks about it. That's what I think about it. We don't have the intelligence to know what we did, if it was accurate or not. And I don't like what he did to the EPA. I don't like what he did to housing and urban development. I don't like his moves. I don't like Rex Tillerson. I don't like Jeff Sessions. I don't like a lot of people, okay, that Trump brought in. I don't like Betsy Soros or whatever her name is, the DeVos. None of them. None of them. None of them. I like TPP. TPP, right here. Right here. That's like one book on the shelf, and it doesn't even have a cover on it. You understand what I'm saying? One book. All right. All right, guys, let's take a little break. Let's see who's in the house tonight, man. That's 3 stories. We're doing pretty good. We're on the roll. Give it up for yourselves being on the roll. And, you know, I got an 812 number in the queue. 812, you're live with Tim Black on Truth Tuesday. What's on your mind?
Hey, it's Fred from Indiana.
Fred from Indiana, my friend. What's going on, Fred?
I just called to listen, but I got to say, we are paying Trump vacation at his own property. So he is making money on vacation.
God damn. Good point. Excellent
that is
point.
sickening.
Excellent point.
That is sickening.
Wow.
All right, let's see. Because it hit me. It made me stop. I'm outside walking my dogs. And that my condolences to the family, that 11-year-old. But by God, I don't have any kids. But I recommend that no child have access to private time on a phone or on the internet until they're at least 16. If they need a phone for emergencies, you can get them a phone that all it does is dial your number and 911. They don't need to be messing with no text messages. They don't need to be searching the internet. They don't need to be doing things that you can't be checking on. Because I know what kind of trouble we got into when we were kids. And I couldn't imagine what we could do now if we had full range of the internet.
I hear you, Fred.
That's just my opinion.
Hey, look, man, it's a sound opinion, man, based in reality, Fred. You're right. I'm trying to tell you, bro. It's a good point. Look, give it up for Fred in Indiana, y'all. Fred says kids don't need it. Thank you, Fred. Fred says kids don't need their own private anything. Not at that age. Not at that age. And I get that. You know, I remember, guys, when I was like 15, right? I met this girl on phone chat, right? You have phone line, the hotlines, guys. Remember hotline stuff? If you're old, you know about hotline stuff, right? Okay, so hotline, you wouldn't even see the people. You just envision them. She sounds so good, man. She sounds like she's sexy, man. She sounds cute, man. Is she on there? Is she on there, man? Is Debbie on there? Is she on there? You know? You don't know what she looks like? There's this one girl. I'm going to call her Debbie because I can't remember. I fell in love with this girl. I was only like 15, man. I fell in love with this girl. Ladies and gentlemen, I love this girl. I would fall asleep on the phone with her. Just fall asleep. And you know what wake me up? That would wake me up. My mom would get that phone up. Hey, that phone up. Somebody could be trying to call here. I sleep with the phone. And here's the thing. I fell so much in love with this girl that finally, after months and months and months, man, I'm talking like in love, can't think, can't do nothing, just, it's all about her, right? I finally meet her. I meet her, and there was no chemistry at all, man. None. I was heartbroken. She lied so much about how she looked. I had this picture in my head. It was like, oh, she's going to look like this, and she going to have her hair look like this, and her lips going to look like this, and she going to look like this, and she looked like nothing like she said she was going to look. Now, I like, I don't know, I don't know what is she. You know, I loved her. You know, but I did not love her. You know what I'm saying? So I was crushed. I remember telling my mom. I said, Mom, I remember sitting on the couch. I could see it. I'm sitting on the couch. My mom's like, what is wrong with you, boy? What is wrong with you? I was like, Mom, you know that girl I've been talking to? She said, yes, I know. The one you be on the phone with all the time, tying up my phone line. I said, Mom. She said, what, baby? What? What, baby? What, baby? I said, Mom, I met her today. She said, well, you met her. You ain't do that, did you? I said, no, Mom, we didn't do nothing. Mom, she said she ugly, huh? I said, Mom, she not ugly. I just don't like her. I don't want to hurt her feelings. But she hurt my feelings, Mom. She hurt my feelings. She knows she looked like that. She knows she looked like that the whole time. She didn't look like that just when she met me. She already knew. And she told me all this stuff. And she just said she looked like this. She said she looked like Janet Jackson. She don't look like Janet Jackson. She looked like Stoney Jackson. See, I thought I was going to go Freddie Jackson. I went Stoney Jackson. It's a guy. I like women. So, yeah, I agree with Fred, man, when Fred says little kids don't need phones. And 16 might be a good age, but I'm telling you, it still happens to grown people. It's grown people. You know, Fred's right, because, like, kids can't handle that type of stuff, that type of pressure. It's grown-ass people on Facebook right now loving the heck out of somebody they never met. I know when I had Tim the Bartender page, there'd be people. Facebook, there would be people. YouTube, Facebook, there'd be people who would write me about people they never met in real life. Well, Tim Bartender, I'm going to go be with this person whom I really love. I said, okay, great. Yeah. You know, just a little, got butterflies about it. It's probably nothing, Why? I said, why you got butterflies? Well, never met them, and I'm moving from across the country with everything I own in the suitcase. I'm like, okay. So there are grown people doing very things that don't make sense. It's not just children. So, but the thing is, a grown person, they will be stupefied. They could be in that place like, I can't believe I did this. I left. I moved over with this guy. I get there. This guy has 3 women and 6 kids and 7 wives. And a living grandmother and the mother, and he lived with his mother, and he brought me here. This is what is this? And I don't have bus money to get out. Help! That happens to grown people, but they find a way out because they're grown. They have access to stuff like, I don't know, a bus ticket from some cousin or something. Kids don't have that. They get caught up. Their brains don't work. They're still developing. So, yeah, I agree with Fred, man. So you got to get out of that. Let me take another call, man, because I got to find an image for this next story. I want to do this story here. 304-205-5406. You're live on Truth Tuesday. Truth Tuesday. Who's this? Hey.
It's Stevie in West Virginia.
Stevie, what's up, lady? How you doing?
I just wanted to rant a little bit about Trump's budget plan. I started checking it out. And what I think is so wrong is how he used those coal miners like props when he signed that bill to pollute our streams. Well, he wants to defund the Appalachian Regional Commission, I think that's what it's called, ARC. And ARC is one of those programs that is supposed to help better the economy in these, the coal areas, Tennessee, West Virginia, bring in new jobs, train the coal miners, things like that, and he wants to defund it. And these are the people that overwhelmingly supported him, because they wanted their jobs, and now he's going to screw them over. So I just wanted to get that out there because I know a lot of people weren't talking about that.
Wow.
The Appalachian Regional Commission. So I hope this gets to those people that supported him because, I mean, at every turn he's done everything to screw these people over. And I just feel so bad for him because, you know, you're talking about that little boy that just killed himself, and I worked in the ICU, and I've seen coal miners come in. I saw a 12-year-old that killed himself. He came in, and these are all people that, like you said, they're not thinking about Syria. They're not thinking about this stuff. They're just trying to keep themselves and their kids alive. And at the same time, I'm hearing all these people making fun of Trump voters, saying this is what you get. Well, they don't know. They don't know.
Right.
And because they're just trying to survive. But it's probably about my 3 minutes. So I'll let you go.
Oh, I love it, though. I appreciate your comments. And that's horrible what he's doing with the Appalachian regional. Stephanie, I'm sorry. A lot of people got suckered. You're absolutely right. A lot of people got suckered. They get suckered people get suckered all the time, you know. At some point, you got to go on your gut because what else can you do? You have to make a call. You got to say, well, okay. It's not like we get 18 choices. That's another thing about the presidency, which sucks, I think, right? Is you only get to choose really between two people. We want to change that. Like, I chose Jill Stein. I did that. We need the Green Party to be viable, and we need another party to be viable. So we have 4 choices. Then and only then do we really have choice. It's not a choice if your choices are, okay, you can eat this rat sandwich. It's a dead rat. It's been sitting around for a while. Or you can eat this dead, I don't know. What's another animal we don't like, we don't feel bad about? Possum sandwich. That's been sitting around a while. There's your choices. There's your choices. You happy? You know, and don't get me wrong, some people didn't see their choices that badly. I understand that. But what I'm saying is no matter what they are, if it's only 2 choices, even if you're just on the edge, if you thought Trump was better than Hillary, but it's better than Hillary, you're not saying you thought that Trump was better than everybody in the world. It's like, it's Hillary and Trump, and you're like, Hillary and Trump, and then you won't listen to me and go Jill Stein, so we can't get them to more than 1%. So we're going to be in the same boat next time around because more people wouldn't vote for the Green Party to get them 5%. They got to 5%, then they would have been on the ballot automatically. It would have changed the game. But we couldn't do it because Hillary supporters, though a lot of them were just afraid of Trump and they voted for Hillary and they thought it was too costly to vote for another one. But as we see now, you'd have been just fine voting for Trump because you've been just fine voting for Jill because Trump won anyway. See? I kept telling people Trump was going to win. Because Bernie had the people. But, hey, it's something else you said that really struck a chord with me, though. People don't know their choices. People don't know. Maybe they'll come to me later. Something you said that really hit home. It's based on something I've been reading. You know? There's a lot of dog whistles used during this election to hit people in the subliminal. A lot of dog whistles. The whole law and order stuff, all that stuff, there's a reason for that. Okay? And unfortunately, I have to admit, I'm just learning about all the dog whistles, all the undertones, what that meant, what it was really about, and how that worked to Trump's benefit. So there's a lot of stuff that people may not be aware of, but thanks to great authors, I'm becoming more exposed to that, and I will be able to expose others. Let's go to this story, guys. This is a good one. Check this out. I covered this yesterday. If you've been on my YouTube channel, like my friend Thomas Almy, he told me he watched my stuff. Check out this one. This is gonna be good. Let's see. Remember, this is a live recording that's going to go up on the YouTube channel. Momo Pinedo's going to edit it out because he's a great friend. And I've been able to give him a couple dollars to try to keep him around, to try to be able to live indoors. So we try to team up and deliver great content. Here we go. How many of you have heard about the man on the United Airlines airplane who was a doctor who didn't want to get off and wait another 24 hours to go home to his patients because he had appointments. How many of you know about how he got dragged off the plane, embarrassed, beat up, knocked unconscious, and yeah, you heard about that? Okay, good. So you already heard about it. You know where I'm going. But here's the thing. Just in, United CEO says they deeply apologize to customer. They apologize to the customer, guys. Man, we sorry, man. We ain't need to knock your teeth out, break your legs. You know, come back and fly with us anytime, baby. You know what I'm saying? Come back anytime, baby. You know how we do. Nothing but love here. We value our customers. All right. The CEO of United Airlines has issued a strong apology about a passenger who was dragged off a United Express flight, calling the Sunday afternoon confrontation truly horrific. Oscar Munoz said in a statement issued Tuesday that he continues to be disturbed by the events that unfolded at Chicago O'Hare, adding that no one should ever be mistreated this way. I mean, except unless we do it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's in our rule book to do it, to lay hands on people who paid to be here. You know what I'm saying? It's in our rule book to do it. Muniz was widely criticized for two statements Monday about the altercation in which he described the 69-year-old, I called him 70, and yo, that doctor looked good, man. I got a picture of him right here. This doctor, 70, I want to eat what you eat, man. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, the 69-year-old doctor taken off the plane as disruptive and belligerent. Muniz called this man disruptive and belligerent. He wasn't disruptive nor belligerent until you put your disruptively belligerent hands on his body. This man was not running up and down aisles, causing a fuss. He was sitting in his chair, watching TV probably, or getting ready to go. I don't know, whatever he's doing. He was doing it by himself. And people said, we need somebody to get off the plane. This man said, oh, okay. My understanding is he wanted to help, but when he realized he'd have to stay an additional 24 hours almost, he said, I can't do it. I would do it if it was just a few hours. I'll take $800, but I can't do it if I got to wait for a day. I have to be back. They said he was belligerent and disruptive. Okay. On Tuesday afternoon, however, the CEO changed his tune slightly, vowing to fix what's broken so this never happens again. The full statement, which was also posted on Twitter, reads, you guys want to hear this? All right, I'm going to let you hear it. Don't be bored. Just check it out. He said, the truly horrific event that occurred on the flight has elicited many responses from all of us. Outrage, anger, disappointment. I share all those sentiments. And what above all, my deepest apologies for what happened. Like you, I continue to be disturbed by what happened on this flight, and I deeply apologize to the customer forcibly removed, and to all the customers aboard. No one should ever be mistreated this way. I want you to know that we take full responsibility, and we will work to make it right. All right, Munoz. All right, I love it. All right. First, let's cut a check to the tune of $2.5 million. Pain and suffering. Let's do that, okay? Because your policy sucks. And the way your people handle him sucks. And it shows you have no respect for him. And also, you need to learn a lesson. You need to learn the lesson called 2017. Tim, what is 2017 lesson? It is people had these things. They're called smartphones. On these smartphones are these built-in things. You may have heard of them. They're called cameras. When you treat people badly, other people may have these things, these cameras in their smartphones, and they may shoot footage. That footage can destroy your company, can destroy your brand. Whatever amount of money it costs to avoid that happening, if you value your business, you should spend it. So if it costs you a fee of, a court case, you settle out of court, I'm sure the good doctor settled out of court, you should pay it. You should have to pay it because you don't understand that concept. And I'm not blaming you, Mr. Munoz. You're a spokesperson. You weren't there. Someone there has to be a leader and say, you know what? Nah, this guy really don't want to go. We should make him. We just should make him because he really don't want to go. Instead, we had no leadership on that plane, and you proceeded to do this. It was unnecessary. And I don't want to hear people saying the doctor should have. Why is this doctor having to go? Why did your cousin have to go? Your cousin's sitting right there, man. Why are they picking on this guy? This guy's a 70-year-old doctor who's got patients to get back to. Your cousin's out here on a trip to go to the slot machines. Make his butt go. Make him sit over. Why this guy? So that's how he felt like, why me? Why I got to be the one? I can't. Maybe he has a work ethic where he really does take care of his people. Maybe it's a work ethic that his patients come first. And maybe he has some important patients he need to get back to. Or maybe he just want to go home and sleep in his own bed and get in his own shower. I don't know. But that's his right. And that's what he should have been allowed to do. So I think this apology is great, but no apology is good enough. I don't think. And even, look, no apology is going to erase what people now think about United Airlines. That's the problem. That's why I say, let my people go. Let my people go. Dummy. All right, so give it up for that. I think that's pretty good. I got one more story, then I'm going to go to phone calls. All right, let's do one more. Can we do one more? Get one more in here. Why am I talking to myself? All right. Well, we all know what happened to Steve Bannon, right? He's no longer in the inner circle with Donald Trump. Well, Trump won't definitively say that Bannon is still his guy. No, he won't say it. He's like, hey, I can't, I don't know. I would say I would, it was my guy, but I can't say he's my guy anymore because guy's bad for business. He won't listen. And when my son-in-law tells him to jump, he asks dumb questions like, how high? I'm too big to jump, so why should I do it? Something about mud and people or something. Washington rumor mill is working overtime on the fate of Steve Bannon, who is said to be at the center of the rampant White House infighting. When asked the President Trump Tuesday afternoon if he still has confidence in Bannon, who took over the campaign in mid-August, Trump did not give a definitive yes. He said, I like Steve, but you have to remember he was not involved in my campaign until very late. Oh, it's the easy letdown. Listen to the easy letdown. Just let you drift away. Like the indigenous people, when you die, they put you on the boat in the lake and just push you off into the lake, down by the lake, just. Let's go get supper. That's what Trump is doing, man. Listen to this. It says, I like Steve, but you have to remember, he was not involved in my campaign at the very start or until very late. I had already beaten all the senators and all the governors, and I didn't know Steve. I'm my own strategist, and it wasn't like I was going to change strategies because I was facing crooked Hillary. Oh, God. Oh, God. I had to say that again because it's so hilarious. And I know some of you couldn't understand what I was saying. All right, so let's try this again in best news reporter voice. Let's try to do Brian Williams or something, okay? Donald Trump said, let me put something up my butt cheeks real quick. Try to do Brian Williams. Try to do Brian Williams. I like Steve. Donald Trump went on to say, I like Steve, But you have to remember he was not involved in my campaign until very late. I had already beaten all the senators and the governors. And I didn't know Steve. I'm my own strategist, and it wasn't like I was going to change strategies because I was facing crooked Hillary. Back to you, Wolf. That's horrible to say. You know, like Trump, man, like Trump is just a cold-blooded backstabber in some ways, man. Like, really, something happened between him and Bannon. I don't know what it was. Okay? They say it's Jared Kushner. They say it's infighting. They say he's just got too big for his britches, or like they're bumping heads, and then we got the media talking. I think the media has something to do with it. I think Trump doesn't like the media saying that Bannon has his hand under his toupee and make him talk. I don't think Trump likes that, right? Trump like, nah, man, I'm my own man, yo. This guy, I built me. He like Jay-Z. Remember when Jay-Z broke up with Dame Dash? It's like, oh. And Bannon's like Dash talking mess, like, you know, I built you, man. We did this together. And Trump like, oh, you made me? Well, make another one, homie. You know, Trump don't care, man. Trump is cold-blooded. And I told guys, I said last week I said, I feel like Trump used Bannon. I know everybody's like, no, Bannon's using Trump. No. Maybe they use each other. It was the amicable usage of each other's resources. But I'll tell you this, Trump gets to decide when that relationship ends because he has the high hat. He's the president. He's decided, hey, when people start saying, hey, well, I like him. He's a good guy. He's sweet. Yeah, he's a sweet guy. He's Stevie, Fat Stevie. But, I did all this without him. I'll continue to do big things and build big things. So, let's not act like this guy's important. He's not, I won. It's over. Peace. Put on some deodorant. Go to a stylist. God, man, you're killing me over here. All right, guys, that's it for that. I think that's hilarious.
Look, man, I ain't falling for no banana in my tailpipe.
I got a 770 number in the queue. 770. You're live on Truth Tuesday. Who's this?
What's up, Tim? This is Dave from Stone Mountain. How are you?
Hey, Dave. How you doing, brother?
I'm okay. I heard you trying to struggle with something a minute ago. You were trying to name what choosing between the candidates was like. I think I watched an episode of South Park where the choice was a turd sandwich and a giant douchebag. I think that kind of captures what you were going for there. And your ears must have been burning because I was sitting here thinking about United, and I just heard you go off about them. And I don't know, I just thought I'd call and give my 2 cents. I mean, because it was just so obvious how ridiculous the whole thing was.
Right.
I mean, it was their mistake. They overbooked the flight. And I think you can see who really was at fault here with the thought processes of both people. I mean, here you've got a doctor. I don't care how weird he is. He's still a doctor. He's still got patients. They didn't even look who was on the flight. They just had a computer randomly do it for like cattle. I mean, it really was like that. I mean, if they'd really been concerned, they would have said, walked down on the plane and said, we messed up. We don't know what to do, or canceled the flight. And just so we have to cancel the flight, we don't know what else to do. But dragging dude off the plane with blood on him,
horrible.
That's just unacceptable.
Yeah.
I mean, could you imagine if that was one of your kids or one of you guys listening, if that was you or something? I mean, you didn't even do anything wrong to be deserved to be thrown off the flight. They should just cancel it so nobody could go. You don't hurt a man for your mistake. You just cancel the flight. They're idiots. They deserve everything they get. I don't feel sorry for United at all. And I don't like Walmart either, but that's it. That was my 2 cents, bro. Everybody make sure to give to Tim. And that's it. I'm going to get out of here.
Thank you, Dave, man. I like how you slid in. I don't like Walmart either. I like that, Dave. Yeah, just for the record, just so you know, Walmart can kiss my ass too. All right, good night, everybody. just want to throw that out there, you know. And yeah, we could break up. We could break up. It's fine. I don't care about you. And for the record, your mother looks like Billy D. Williams. All right, that's it. I'm out. God. So I go banging on stuff, making stuff fall, guys. For the record, I slept with your sister. Good night. Did your women get you back? All right. Oh, you done? Okay. And for the record, I got the claps. Shout out to Robert Harris. Robert Harris. If I use a joke, I get credit. Because I'm not really a comedian. I'm a funny guy at times. At times. Don't put me under pressure, man. I come off dry. All right. We're having a good time. Everybody having a good time? You having a good time on the show? Hope so. Hope everybody's feeling good. Check this out, guys. This is the time when I ask you, I say, please, 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 boom, boom, boom. Help me be big as Jimmy Dore and Kyle Kulinski. Help me get lots of donations like these two. Because my show doesn't want to go away. Please, please give to the show. We'll have good times together at night. We'll have times where we'll share politics. So help me be as big as Jimmy Dio and Kyle Kulinski, please. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Give to the show if you can give to the show. Patreon.com. Tim's Take Live. Also go to, you can hit me up on PayPal if you want. It'd be regular. It'd be better if you do a regular thing. If you don't give me $50, don't give me $50. Give me $10 over 5 months. So that's better than a one-time thing. Monthly is better because I have to, pay Momo and pay bills and keep stuff going. So do that if you can. Go to Tim's Take Live on Patreon and sign up. And I appreciate you. Thank you. You're the best. All right, so let's go to the next story. We got some other stories going on here. We got I watched the Lee Camp show. That's why I don't like watching people's stuff. I feel like I got a Lee Camp voice going on a little bit. Because I watched Lee Camp's video. He was talking about something about Trump. It was funny. So I don't like watching people because it rubs off on you when you freestyle like I do. Like I'm freestyling, stuff starts rubbing off, and it just sounds a little bit like Lee a little bit. Lee's a good friend of mine, man. Lee is really cool. We worked on so much stuff together. We're gonna work on more stuff in the future. So, this one's gone. Oh, I got this one. No, I do have this picture. I do have a picture for this. Let me remove this guy, guys. Let me get rid of him, and let me get rid of this. I don't want to keep the fake media. This young boys, this is a shame, man. That's this picture of Trump glaring. I know he wasn't glaring at Bannon, but it looks like it. Oh my God! And Bannon looks like he's crying. This is hilarious. These people are cold-blooded. The Trump and Obama golfing. And all right, so I don't see my picture. Maybe I need to add it. Let me add this file. That's not it. Is that it? Well, doggone it, man. Where's the picture? I gotta get this picture. Here you go. Cause this right here, this is a good one. Oh man. Oh God. Oh, Nick. This is disgusting. All right, what the heck? People were telling me things about this. I'm sorry, guys. This is very rude. Okay, sorry about this. It's just very rude. I'm going to share it with you. Let me get a picture up on the screen real quick for my people on YouTube. God, I don't even want to. This is so bad. Like, I'm looking. I want to know if I can I share this entire screen? Can I share this with everyone? I'm looking for a picture of Trump and his daughter for this next story, right? That's what I'm looking for, Facebook, a picture of Trump and his daughter. And when I put in Donald Trump and Ivanka, the pictures that come back look like they're dating. Like all the pictures that come back look like they're in a relationship that is not father and daughter. You understand what I'm saying? So like, I'm having a little problem finding a picture that looks like me and my daughter, for instance. Regular. You know, like, you know, me doing the bunny side beside her head or something, or her doing like this on my shoulder, or something regular that dads and daughters do. You know what I'm saying? Not these pictures. These pictures look like he's touching the places I would never touch my daughter. Like, what is this? What is this, guys? What am I seeing here? This is disgusting. And someone's like, Tim, won't you do a story about this name, like accusing? And I will not do a video of like accusing someone of something like that. You know, but I'm telling you, these pictures don't look good. So let me see if I can find a regular picture. God, man. Gosh, this is... Okay, so anybody who thinks I'm playing around, I'm joking, just do a Google search or a Bing search. Put Trump and Ivanka. Just do that. And then you tell me which comes back for you. Okay? So let me see. Do I have... This is the picture I want. Can we get this picture? Save image as. Okay. Yeah, we should have already had that picture. I thought I already had it. It's not good, guys. I wouldn't lie to you. It doesn't look good. All right. Let me trim this picture up a little bit here. All right. All right, guys, here we go. Now, this doesn't make much sense either. Here we go. Eric Trump says the Syrian strike was swayed by Ivanka. And the entire internet went crazy. Yeah, we all started losing our stuff a little bit because didn't nobody vote for Ivanka? Nobody. Not a single solitary vote was cast for Ivanka. So it doesn't work well. And here it says that she was heartbroken. All right, so here goes the story. Here's what they're saying. Donald Trump's decision to bomb Syria was influenced by his daughter Ivanka being heartbroken and outraged at the country's alleged chemical attacks on one of the president's sons told a British newspaper. So Eric Trump was being interviewed by a British newspaper, and he said, my dad, part of the reason why he bombed Syria is because Ivanka felt so bad. She was really upset. So all I got to say to that is I hope that she doesn't have a problem with people in Chicago. You think I'm joking? Because this doesn't bode well for other things in this world. If that's all it takes, Ivanka having a bad feeling. Oh, Ivani, you got a bad feeling? You don't feel so good? You know, we got a lot of other things wrong in this world, my rich friend. You know, that you can feel upset about, that you can get them to do something about, that don't involve missiles. How about that? How about we drop food on starving people? You don't feel bad and heartbroken and outraged about all the children starving in sub-Saharan Africa? You don't feel bad about that? That doesn't outrage you that we have more than enough food, especially when you mix in this GMO crap. We have more than enough food that we can feed these people, but we don't. So once you get heartbroken about that, it's a lot less controversial. You don't need to do any investigations. We don't need to wait to find out exactly what happened. We see people who need food. We give them a sandwich. Better yet, we build them a restaurant. They make their own sandwiches. Get it? See, God, woman, what is wrong with you? And Trump, what the hell is wrong with you? And this is all BS anyway. He's using her. He's trying to propel her. He wants to make the Trumps be the next Clintons. That's what he wants to do. I see it now. Call me. Look. Write this down, man. I'm right about this. He wants to make the Trumps turn into the next Clintons or Bushes. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to position Ivanka to do something she don't even have any, totally not in her wheelhouse, just like Hillary and Bill with Chelsea. It's the same crap. It's a setup. He did that because he wanted to back people up off him. He wanted to back the Democrats up off his back. That's why he did it. You know, some people are such sellout corporatists. I mean, I want to make money. Everybody wants to make money, but goodness gracious, man. Look, be a human being. Don't be a lizard person. Don't do it. Then it goes in to talk about what he did. We know what he did. He launched missiles. Trump's 33-year-old son, Eric, told the Daily Telegraph on Monday that the strike was influenced in part by Ivanka, who he said was heartbroken and outraged by the chemical attack. Ivanka is a mother of 3 kids, and she has influence, Eric Trump said, speaking with the newspaper. She has influence. I have influence too, Eric. Trump don't want to care he didn't care what I say. You know what I'm saying? Why does she have influence, Eric? How is that a good thing that someone who has nothing to do with the presidency has influence on it? Like, she should not be like, you know, I wasn't with the people trying to knock her clothes out of stores because they don't like her father. I wasn't with that. You know what? And that may be why she did it. So now we're seeing all these layers to it, guys. Maybe this whole thing with Syria was just to reposition themselves, to get the Democrats off their backs, to let the Russia stuff calm down a little, to get the Democrats to, oh, okay. Because you see a lot of Democrats going, hey, I hate him. You know, he did that. Maybe we'll just wait a little while. Want some cookies? You know, you see him doing that now because Hillary was saying the same thing Trump's been saying, or that he did. She was telling him to bomb. You should bomb the airstrip. He bombs the airstrip. And then we got people going, that Trump's horrible. And I'm like, you left out Hillary. Like, you're a big-time liberal who's always talking about the Democrats are so great. You're a leader, you're a head Democrat in charge who just lost the election, who just came out the swamp, who started talking again. She was for it. But you don't have any criticism for that. You just want to criticize Trump for it. I criticize them both for it. See, that's what unbiased is. That's what real news telling is, when you criticize both sides. Especially in this case, they both want the same thing. It's easy. You don't even have to pick a side. You criticize the action, not the person, and you're good. When will these journalists learn that? All you have to do is criticize the policy. If you criticize the policy, whoever adopts the policy is a jackass. You call that person out. You don't criticize the person, the personality, criticize the activity. And then when the others do the activity, you do what? You remain consistent. That's right. You remain consistent, you scumbag. You remain a human being with character and integrity. It's not that hard to do. Charles Blow, it's not that hard to do. Rachel Maddow, Mad Cow, it's not that hard to do. You just do it. Ivanka is of no importance to anyone besides her daddy. She didn't even design the clothes, just put a name on them, just like her daddy. All right? I don't care what she thinks about Syria. Everyone feels bad that kids die. I just read you a story of an 11-year-old that took his life. That's horrific. But we don't go launch bombs because of it. We find out why. And we don't just throw people in jail for it. We find out why. We find out who did what. We don't just go, okay, well, this whole town over here, no more town over there. That town's gone. Cancel Christmas. We don't do that. Right? And we don't get involved in a confrontation that could escalate to where there's nothing on this planet moving except cockroaches. Then no one can wear Trump's ugly ties if that happens. Then no one can wear Ivanka's overpriced sequence gowns. Or watch Rachel Mad Cow. And Eric and Trump Jr., these guys are the most uninteresting they have the personalities of Elmer's glue. I don't know, they're as charismatic as walnuts. You know, walnuts, they're not sweet, they're not salty, they're just walnuts. And they cost more than peanuts. But they're not good for you. Not really bad for you. But they're not good for you. They're not really, it's not like a flaxseed that keeps you regular, or like a pistachio with all that character. You know, it's got its own little coat, chilling. You're a walnut, Eric. You're a nut. And your head is thick as a wall. You're a walnut. And you're not interested at all. And screw you and your sister. And tell your father to wash his hands. It's disgusting what I'm seeing on here on my computer over here. What I saw earlier, not cool. All right. That was tough.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, sucker. Let's get it on.
Man, you guys know that it's going to be a rough week when you have to deal with stories like that. I don't know how many stories we covered, man. Is that 5, 6? I don't know. That's all I got, man. You know what I'm talking about, Facebook? You feel me on this? It's like weird. I mean, serious, guys, look up Trump and Ivanka. Make that be your search. And look at these pictures. And someone wrote me and said, Tim, do a video on this. I will not do a video on it because they want me to accuse the man of something. I don't make those type of accusations without some type of evidence. First of all, I have no way to prove it. Second of all, that's just bad taste. But I see now I see why they said that, okay? Why they felt that way. I get it now. Maybe they're not just crazy. Or they're just being spiteful. Because, people get pissed off. They, guys, he cut the EPA, he cut housing, he dropping bombs. This guy's, he put Sessions, a known bigot, on it, and he's didn't. Gorsuch is conservative weirdo, this guy, so I get it. And believe me, I'm with you on it. And as I become more and more educated on how politics works behind the scenes and the nature of it and the Southern strategy and things of that nature, I'm learning a lot more. And now I'm becoming more dangerous because soon I will not just be a somewhat funny guy who has a little bit of charm in some cases and also loud and can talk very much. I will become more weaponized. Weaponized. They don't want you weaponized, Facebook. So it's going to be great. I got some callers over here chilling. I got a 772 number I'd like to bring up right now. 772 is Truth Tuesday. You're online.
Hey, Tim, it's Eric. How's it going?
Eric, what's up, my brother? How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Talk to me, man.
I just wanted to give it a quick... Okay. What you call it? I'm trying to think. What did I have in mind when I was going to talk about? Right, the Dave Chappelle special. I thought it was hilarious as well.
I hear you, dude. I liked it too, man. I thought it was, hey, it's comedy. That's all, right, Eric?
Yeah, I love comedy. And plus, I love South Park as well. And plus, South Park, they make fun of a bunch of things. Like especially, I think it was the previous caller that was talking about giant douche and turd sandwich. Well, in South Park season 20, instead of them using Donald Trump, they used their own original character, Mr. Garrison. It was pretty funny though. And of course, the turd sandwich was Hillary Clinton.
Gosh.
But it was pretty funny.
Right. It sounds funny. So yeah, you think sometimes we go a little far with the political correctness?
Yeah, it just feels like the political correctness, goes far with comedy because comedy is a right to free speech. It's a freedom of expression and freedom of creativity, and it feels like the political correctness is destroying that. And I completely disagree with that. And I completely disagree with that kind of ideology that the political correctness has. And it does affect humor, and it does affect people who want to be funny and keep it real.
Right. It's hard to do. Hard to do, brother. You know it. Yeah, man. But look, Eric, man.
But I do stand with humor.
Yeah, man. We got to. Look, we need it more now than ever before, brother.
Exactly.
Yeah, come on, guys. Give it up for that. Give it up for Eric. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate you, man. Eric says, hey, man, back up off Dave Chappelle. You know, it'd be different if a guy was writing a book and he was like just bashing gay folks or whatever. Guy does a comedy set that's, 90 minutes long or 60 minutes long. He has 3 minutes in it about gays. Come on, man. It's 3 minutes. You can survive 3 minutes of anything, and it's just comedy. It's just freedom of expression, as Eric said. And we got to lighten up a little bit. We got bigger things to worry about. Really, we really do. I mean, we really, really do, folks. So let's do that, All right, let's go to the next call, man. Thank you, Eric, for the phone call. I got a 641 number in the queue. I want to bring you on. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Tim, it's Dr. Kat. I'm just going to say one quick thing because I've spent a lot of time lately. Just want to say that my sister texted me and she said that Trump was on an interview on Fox News and he said we're not going into Syria. So
Woo!
If that's true, that's the best news I've heard in quite a while. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out, but
hey,
it feels like a bit of a relief for now. That's it.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kat. I love you, sister. And you are right on time. I looked that up.
Love you too. Yeah, I did a quick look, and there are articles online about it.
Got it. New York Post right here on the deck. Dr. Kat in the house. Good up for Dr. Kat. Wolfpack. That's Wolfpack power, baby. Wolfpack power. I love it. They can help me get the right story out while I'm even live on the show, and we can check this out. Okay, so wow, let's do this. You know what? I'm going to run with this. We're gonna do this segment before it's over. So let me do this, and that way we'll have a good story here for my man Momo. We'll still make a good video for Momo. We got Dr. Kat calling it out, and me jumping on it like a cheetah. All this crap in this printer. This is crazy. Hold on, guys. Let me get rid of this. Too much stuff going on here. Okay. So I'm going to print that. Okay, so now that this is printing, how many pages is this? All right, we'll go with them all. All right. Let me go to the next call. I got a 843 number in the house. 843, you're live on, I was going to say Freedom Friday. Truth Tuesday. How you doing?
Hey, Tim. It's Autumn.
Autumn, my sister. How you doing? What's going on, lady?
You were on a roll tonight. I'm like trying to imagine a weaponized Tim. I love it. Oh my God. I wanted to respond to that disturbing story about the 11-year-old. I don't know if your viewers are aware, but Netflix has a show on. It's called 13 Reasons Why. And a friend of mine told me about it, because I'm never around kids, but apparently young kids in high school are watching it, and it's about a 17-year-old who kills herself, and it goes back in time to why she killed herself. And it's a really, really amazing, it's a hard series to watch, but it's really amazing.
Wow. You know what?
So,
I've seen
anyway,
the advertisement for that.
I want to recommend that to your viewers. It's called 13 Reasons Why.
Wow. Tough. Well, maybe it can help some people, Autumn. You never know, right?
Yeah, because like one of your previous callers said, my God, if they had like what they have now, I mean, I'd probably be in jail. All this stuff I pulled, sneaking out at night, oh my God. But now, there's that added, and then you put bullying on top of that, and like you said, parents are busy and they're working, and not everyone even knows how to talk to their kids.
Absolutely.
If there's any way we can prevent these suicides, we got to get on it.
Horrible stuff.
But anyway, I just want to say that, and I will get off the air, and you're on a roll.
Hey, thank you, Autumn. I appreciate you as always. Go check it out. 13 Reasons Why on Netflix. Give it a look over. Hold on, guys. All All right. All right. We still here, right? We're still good. Thanks to Dr. Cat, I will be able to go into this story for you and break this right here. Maybe you haven't watched the Fox News special yet, or that interview, or whatever that segment was. Maybe we could kill that right here. We could kill one bird. How about we kill no birds? How about we just kill this story? How about we do that? All right, let's do it. Just in, compliments of my friend Dr. Cat. Trump will not be going into Syria. Or Trump says we won't be going into Syria. Not only will Trump not go into Syria, we're not going into Syria. This is breaking news, people. Check it out. Amid complaints that his aides are saying different things about Syria and his policy is confusing, President Trump emphatically cleared the air. We're not going into Syria. I love it. Let's give it up for that. Let's give it up for that. Let's give it up for that. That's right. Our policy is the same. It hasn't changed. We're not going into Syria. Okay? So it was the same policy before you sent the rockets?
90 seconds.
The president, speaking by phone Tuesday, called Syrian President Bashar al-Assad a butcher and a barbarian for using sarin gas on his own people, but said last week's successful missile strike was not the start of a campaign to oust the dictator. What was it, Trump? It's just a way to back him up off me, homie. Just need these people to back up off me and let a player play. Our big mission is getting rid of ISIS, Trump said. That's where it's always been. But when you see kids choking,
60 seconds.
When you see kids choking to death, you watch their lungs burning out. We had to hit them and hit them hard. Oh. Did your president just say bombing an airstrip of old planes was hitting them hard? I know right now Obama's sitting somewhere going, okay, you won't believe it. No, seriously. Trump, that wasn't nothing. You should have seen how I get down. I put some stink on it, okay? That's what I do. I put some stink on it. You, that was nothing.
10 seconds.
Hey, Michelle, you won't believe it. You guys want some wings? This guy, Trump said he hit him hard. Look, right now, Obama somewhere doing that, God, the Goodfellas laugh. What's that guy? He's doing that laugh. And you get that eye in the head. The Joe Pesci laugh, when Joe Pesci told the story, he's doing that freaking laugh right now over listening to what Trump just said about he hit him hard. I'd like to know what soft is. Yeah. No, let me stop because Trump might do something to him. All right, so let me keep going. He called the attack, which involved 59 cruise missiles fired from 2 Navy destroyers, an act of humanity. No, you know what an act of humanity is? Dropping food on people. Dropping food for people to eat who are starving. That's the act of humanity. You know what else some people might say is the act of humanity? Not deporting grandmas and grandpas. Just saying. Hey, just saying. That might be considered an act of humanity. What definitely is not an act of humanity? Blowing up a plane. Shooting planes on a runway. Hey, look, man, I'm not for the strike. I told you guys on Facebook. I told you on YouTube what I think. All right, so let me stop, man. It's very tough to give the final go-ahead when you know you're talking about human life. We went back and forth and also back and forth about severity. We could have gone bigger in terms of targets and more of them, but we thought this would be the appropriate first shot. You just said there's no more shots, right? See, when you say first, that makes me think there's going to be number 2, 3, and 4. You know, like when Michael Jackson put out his album, if we said this is my first album, we would have known he had other albums coming. Get what I'm saying? So are we talking about first shot, like, I don't know, the career of, say, Milli Vanilli? Or are we talking Tupac? Because Tupac's still putting stuff out from the grave. Okay, so is our missile strikes on Syria going to be of the Milli Vanilli variety? One-hit wonders? Or is it going to be like Tupac or the Michael Jackson era? Stevie Wonder? Like, are we going to be looking at discography? You feel what I'm saying, Trump? The interview was scheduled to last 15 minutes, but ran nearly twice as long. Throughout, the president was gracious, energized, and focused. He answered every question and invited me to ask more as aides tried to get him to his next appointment. So I did. Who is this? Who wrote this? This is the New York Post. It's not Sean King. I don't know who it is. We're not exactly on the same wavelength with Russia. To put it mildly, Trump answered, Putin must see what a barbarian this guy is. And it's a very bad symbol for Russia with this guy gassing children and using barrel bombs. With Secretary of State Rex Tillerson in Moscow as we spoke, Trump said he hoped for Putin's cooperation, but added, I don't know. He doesn't know. He doesn't know what's going to happen. So, interesting stuff. Trump saying we're not going to be going into Syria, but our guns might, our bombs might. Hey, look, I'm just telling you what I'm reading. I'm reading in between the lines now. He said as a first response. Now, what's the second, third, fourth, fifth response? That's important to know. But we will take what we know now. We'll say, hey, okay, Trump, rookie mistake. You listen to Ivanka. Don't sweat it. You got Bannon out. You're doing well. Now, let's stay away from sharp objects and more military action, and let's focus on what you said you were going to do, which was focus on, what did you say you were going to, oh, that's right, jobs. Focus on jobs and stuff like that. That's what people want you to do. People were broke. You said you were going to help them put a little money in their pocket. Help do that. And leave this international stuff alone, because your base, I was talking to some of your base, and your base had base for you. You feel what I'm saying? Your base was basing at you on Twitter all weekend. And these were guys who they took their Make America Great hats and just burnt them. Some people did some things with them I don't even want to say on air. But they did involve, they were just, okay, they took craps in them. That's not good, Trump. It's not good. Those hats are totally unusable at this point. I would suggest you, Trump, you focus on these things. Leave this stuff alone. This is, don't go down the Hillary road. If people wanted Hillary, they would have voted for Hillary. They did not want Hillary. They don't want to see Hillary happy in any way. So any smile, just the mouth, the corners of her mouth curve up, people get angry because they know when the corners of her mouth curves up, we lost something. We may not know it. We may not find out for a couple years, but something evil happened. I'm glad Autumn said I'm on the road. I feel like I'm losing. I'm just crazy tonight. I appreciate everyone who called into the show tonight. All my callers, Eric, Dave, Kat, Autumn, Thomas, the whole crew. Call in to hold it down for Truth Tuesday. Thank you so much for being a part of this. We do this show every Tuesday. We bring in great guests. Thursday, my next guest will be none other than filmmaker, activist, environmentalist, Josh Fox. Give it up for Josh Fox, you crazy kid. Josh is great. Also, well, you know what? That's the only hard guest I have right now for sure. I got some other stuff cooking. We won't talk about it till we got it locked in. Believe me, we're working overtime behind the scenes. Oh, this is what I need you guys to do. If you have questions for Josh Fox, he's got a new movie coming out. Okay, that's one thing. Check that out. Also, as far as check that out, like maybe find out a little bit more about it. Maybe you can have some questions about it. But I will be taking questions from my VIPs. If you have questions for Josh Fox, I will ask him. And I would love for you to be able to say, hey, this is a question from such and such. They want to know such and such. I'll do that. We did that with our last guest, Abby Martin. I'd love to do that with Josh Fox. So please, before Thursday, send me your questions. Maybe they're about Dakota Access Pipeline. Maybe they're about the EPA. Maybe they're about environmental protection overall. Maybe they're about, green economy. I don't know. But maybe you have some ideas, some questions for Josh. Send them to me at tim@timblacktv.com, and I will definitely try to use them. We're going to go in order and try to get as many in as possible. That's all I got, guys. I appreciate you for making me a place in the world. Because I'm just something else, man. Like, people don't know how to take me sometimes. They're like, Tim, man, you are just, I don't know, what's up with you? I'm like, hey, I'm just me. So maybe you'll feel like it's okay for you to be you. We all be who we are. And if you got kids, once again, in the memory of the young person whose name I don't know, whose name was not revealed that I know of, talk to your kids. Don't scare them, but talk to them. Don't creep them out on me, Don't be creepy. But talk to them. Find out what's going on with them. If you giving them a smartphone because you thought it was safer for them to have that ability, just know that they can get caught up, their brains can get caught up in something, conversations and that they're not ready for, they're not mentally developed to handle. So talk to your kids, find out what's going on with them. Let's do that. Let's be nosy. You got to be nosy. Look, be nosy. It's okay. I didn't get to close my bedroom door till I was 14. Be nosy. Be nosy, Facebook. That's your baby. How about privacy? Privacy? You got your own apartment or something? Open that door, boy. All right. I'm going to leave it there, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Shout out to Bon Kim. Shout out to Ahmed. Shout out to Broken Carpenter. The whole crew over there, my friend Kate Loving, my man Justin, 64 Cadillac Coupe de Ville, 65 Impala. Hey, hon, how you doing? And Momo, Cadillac, Iron Man, Broken Carpenter. I think I got everybody. I got Bon Kim. I think I got the whole crew. Oh, hold on. It's all these people on YouTube I don't have, and all these great people on Facebook I don't have. So on the YouTube side of the game, I have Angel Tibbs, Brian Crosby, Campsey Grothendike, Jody H, Froze Toes in the house. I got the usual suspects right here with me. On the Facebook side of the game, I got Thomas Almy, Mary Jane. I got him in the house with me right now. I've got Hey Hun. There she is. Hey Hun is here. There goes Hey Hun. What's up, sis? Tell 65 Impala, man. I can't be making no these. I'm not good with recipes. Why didn't you make them? M99 in the house. This is too far, man. Mary Jane Smith Cook, Judy, Ulrich Christine, Elisa Derek. I always try to get that name right, Christine. Kevin Thursby. Got me. Thomas Army. One love, my brother. Laura Lee, Ingham in the house. I love it. Great people here as always. Always, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you on the next one. Everybody who donates to the show, thank you. I love you so much for what you do. We're going to keep it going. And remember, I want to be like Jimmy Dore and Kyle Kalinske. Help me get there. Let's make it to the big time one day. Support this channel. I got your back always. No matter what you do. Don't let nobody take your cornbread. Remember, that's what they do. They take cornbread. All right? So let's keep ours. Let's stay strong, stand tall. Stay strong, stand tall. I mean it. We got to do it. And with that, peace.
Tim Black. Tim Black. Tim Black. Yes, I am. True. Funny. Tim Black. I am TimBlack.com. Tim Black.
Nobody take no cornbread from me.
I love it. That's it. That's it, y'all. All right, Facebook. Thank you, guys. And remember, I have two moderators. Keep them coming. I will add you. And hopefully we can keep. Hey, Jennifer Vickers. Jennifer, email me. I want to make you a moderator, Jennifer.